Hi all again. Here we have a rather large, perhaps untidy if you like, just the way it's growing, Crassula lycopodiodes. I'll give you that's the old name. Now this is obviously a very variable plant. I can remember going to my local nursery shop. There's a shop in Malden called Crofts Nurseries, and they would have a variety of this on sale. They were popular then. They were sold in long tom pots and were a completely different form to this. They're quite a nice form. They are actually resembled the giant cactus, Carnegie gigante, obviously not to that size. These are small little plants sold in, I don't know why they're in long toms, but they were. They're in clay long tom pots as far as I can remember. Mind you, I was about, oh God, going back a few years, probably about 9 or 10 or even less than that. It was a long time ago, but Crofts Nurseries have been gone donkey's years. And anyhow, that was my first encounter with Crassula lycopodiodes. The name refers to club moss. Lycopod, I believe, is the name. But, like so many things, the names have changed. It's now called muscosa, which means mossy. So from the old name meaning a club moss, you've now got it meaning mossy. The area of where these come from is the Cape area, several areas in South Africa. Not a difficult plant. This one grows virtually like a weed. You can plant it out in the garden during the summer. In the winter, it has obviously got to be brought into a greenhouse or indoors because it's not frost hardy. But in the summer it'll grow and grow and grow. The flowers on this, I can't show you on, I don't even know if this is them. They are minute. They're close up to the actual stems. Whether it's been in flower or not, I don't know. It has got a sort of musty smell when in bloom, but the flowers are minute and you'd probably need a good magnifying glass or a loupe to see them. Anyway, I've got two of these. They came from one of our members of the branch of the mesem group. Funny enough, this is not a mesem, as you can tell. Mind you, while I mention mesems, let's give a plug for the MSG, Mesem Study Group, which I was a founder member a few years ago, more than a few years ago. Unfortunately, we lost one of our very keen and knowledgeable members. A great pity. That was Terry Smell. His name will obviously be remembered. I think he gave his name, or people who've given names to plants, where his name is remembered. Very sad, very sudden. Also, having mentioned the MSG, must mention the Cactus and Succulent, was the Cactus and Succulent Society of Great Britain, which I was a member, still a member, because it's now formed with the National Cactus Society, which by the way nicked their membership list of the GB Society. Not many people know that, but alright, it's a bit of history. The two societies were, I'd say, enemies at the time, but anyhow they combined and it's now the BCS, British Cactus Society, which is very, very good, producing a very good journal. And anyone interested should certainly join plus any of the other societies around the world. You've got the German Society, the American Society, Dutch. I think you'll find most countries have their own society. Anyhow, end of advert. I haven't done anything regard to cleaning this one up. It's not too bad. Mind you, the label's broken. This is typical with labels. They just break off. They're brittle. The best labels were the aluminium ones. They call them alley tags. They were good, or the Hartley metal label. You can either write on them with a pencil. If you write it on with ink, make sure the ink lasts. But sunshine bleaches the ink out, and unfortunately I have lost a lot of plants, or not plants, but labels through sunshine. So a lot of it I have to use memory. But remembering, if you're putting any of these plants in shows, it's always good to have a label. Even if it just says Crassula species, at least it's a label. And the show judge would like to see that. I used to, well, I'm still qualified as far as I know as a judge of the other succulents. I passed their judging course many years ago. It was a very enjoyable weekend. I never passed the cacti, but I passed the other succulents. Anyhow, I think I've more or less said all I've got to on this. Rechecking the name, Crassula lycopodiodes is the old name, the name I remember, being an old codger. The new name is Crassula muscosa. I believe Crassula is it comes from the fact that it's thick, or thick fleshy. Correct me if I'm wrong. I never took Latin at school, but through journals, books, a lot of the names now make sense. Not all of them, but some of them do. Anyhow, that's all I've got to say about this. There's the size of the plant. As I say, I think I showed the size, putting the 12 inch. See, I'm still in inches, 12 inches. When they talk about the metric system, I really have to think, and that goes for temperature readings and everything. Perhaps I am old-fashioned. Anyhow, I'm going to shut up now and pop this one up. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Any comments please make, and I'll try and get back to you. Thank you again. Thank you.